Hi everyone, I'm Zara and welcome back to Reset, the Mindset Makeover Show, giving you the tools you need to elevate your life, career, and income all on your own terms. If you haven't already done so, don't forget to subscribe and turn on your notifications so you don't miss a single episode of Reset. Also, if you like this type of content, don't forget to give us a thumbs up. That way we'll know to produce more content like this just for you. Today on Reset, we're talking your career. Specifically, 3 quick resume hacks to improve your resume in under 30 minutes. First up, keywords. Now, you might be wondering, why is she talking about keywords like search terms? But the reality is your resume is something that needs to work with search terms, specifically the keywords that are in job descriptions and that HR managers and anyone building HR systems use to filter out resumes when you apply for positions online. So what you'll want to do is go through your resume, compare it to a job description similar to what you're looking for, and make sure you've updated the terminology to align with the keywords that you're seeing in the job descriptions. Keywords help to demonstrate your understanding of the industry, of the role, and of the company, depending on how specific you decide to be. Keywords truly help HR teams and recruiters in general better understand your experience, which means it's more likely that they'll select your resume to interview for a position if it aligns with what they're looking for. All right, number 2. This one is probably the fastest one. What you'll want to do is remove any unnecessary demographic information and get social. What this means is the year you graduated from college is not important. Your street address is also not important. And if you're really taking it back and including more specific demographic information, anything related to your marital status, citizenship, etc., unless the job specifically requests it, or it's an industry where it's incredibly pertinent, I would suggest removing these things from your resume. When you remove the street address, I would keep the city and state because it just helps people to understand that you're local. I would also ensure that in terms of information that is there, it's a professional email address, meaning not honeybun26 at Yahoo, but maybe first name, last name, or first initial, last name at whatever account. I would even go so far as to say, depending on what country or region you're in, certain email providers seem more professional than others, and I would consider this as you're working through making updates to your resume. I'd also say that it's important that you include a phone number and you make sure it is the correct phone number. And then lastly, the get social bit. So what you'll want to keep in mind here is you want to put anything social that applies to your professional career. So if your Instagram is not something that you want a recruiter to see, please don't put it on there. I would certainly put a link to your LinkedIn profile. And then if you have a professional website, I would include that information there as well. If your social is professional, this would be a good place to include it if it reflects your knowledge and how you engage with other people in the industry. And then the last hack to update your resume is organization. Now, for some people, this might be as simple as reorganizing the contents of your resume to bring the most applicable information to the job to the top. This might be updating the titles so that recruiters, HR managers can more easily find applicable information. So using titles like related experience might be beneficial. Updating your objective to something that might be more professional and or related to the experience, or calling it professional objective even might be more helpful. Other things to keep in mind is that people, their eyes, they're naturally attracted to things that are visually and aesthetically appealing. So if you have more white space, it makes it easier for them to read without the information seeming overwhelming. Some ways to gain more white space on your resume, particularly if you have over 10 years of experience, is to consider removing old experience from more entry-level roles or condensing those down to maybe the name of the role and one point, and the point that's the most applicable to what you're applying to. Other things to consider would be ensuring that you're not writing out numbers, but instead putting them in numerals. One, it's more impactful, your eye jumps to it, but also it takes up less space, making for a cleaner and more aesthetically appealing appearance. And one other easy way to improve the organization of your resume is to ensure that you maintain consistent formatting. So this might mean that all section headings are in all caps and bold, all job titles are in italics and bold, and you have the same amount of spacing in between each of the jobs and the descriptions, but just ensuring that that's consistent helps people and guides them through reading about you and who you are, and doesn't distract them with any unnecessary things. Anytime someone asks me to look at their resume and they just want a few quick updates, or they're pretty confident about the content of their resume and I'm confident about the content of their resume, these are 3 things that I always start with because they're quick ways to update your resume and anyone can do it. Comment below, when was the last time you updated your resume and is it in need of a refresh? Until next time, I'm Zara and thank you for watching Reset. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and I'll see you in the next episode.